So we've got another heat wave in Britain, or in London anyway, and it's very oppressive, the heat. And I mean, people aren't sort of saying it's climate change, but I think in the back of their minds, everyone's sort of thinking this is weird, weird weather, but they don't actually say climate change. And if you're a climate denier, you just say it's like an aberration, even though it's the third time this year. And I was thinking I've got to start, because I can't sleep because it's too hot, and I've been walking around like a wilted flower. And I thought I'll go to buy a fan, and in the shop there were millions of fans just to remind you how hot it was at the front of the store. And it did occur to me a lot of people probably buy a fan and then return it, because it probably will only last a couple of days, and then people will forget, and then they'll be looking, well, why have I bought this fucking fan? It's just going to sit around for a year, and it's probably not even going to get hot again, because people always forget. It's not something I would do, of course. I wouldn't think of returning my fan within 14 days statutory right. But I'm sure some people, especially if you're a climate denier, because your whole argument sort of falls apart if you buy a fan in the first place. You could buy a fan for other reasons apart from climate, but just at this particular time, it would seem strange. And you're more than likely, if you are a climate denier, to hand it back and say, you told me it was global warming and it wasn't, and you misled me. I'm not sure if the shop would agree, but anyway, the bottom line is I did buy a fan, and I bought a small fan because it's the first time I've bought a fan, and I was very excited with my purchase. The only thing is, when I turned it on, it didn't really work, in the sense that my hair didn't move. My hair is greasy, so it might not move anyway, but I did feel to combat global warming, perhaps I should have got a bigger fan. But more disappointingly, I bought it because it was in special offer, and I thought I don't want to return it. I'll wait for the next next heat wave. It's got a USB thing, and you stick it in the computer, which I thought was trendy, but it's actually quite disappointing because I can't take the fan to bed unless I take my computer to bed. If you've got a partner, it's difficult. So unless you're willing to sleep in the office, and even if you are, it doesn't really work. So it's a shit fan. So in fact, I might take it back, because on balance, I think that I've been missold a fan, because I should have read that you need to have a computer handily placed, but it certainly is too small to handle global warming. Cheers.